to anybody who is here. We are the Minnesota Spirit Hunters, and we're here to just communicate.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are we all?
Well,
Doing good. How about you?
But
It is what it is. Doing all right. So, first of all, everybody, welcome to the show. This is our first show of 2023. Hopefully, everybody had a happy new year, a great Christmas, and all of the above. We are officially past the holiday season. So, now it's time to focus on our team, focus on new ideas, new plans, and so much more. So we got a great show for you tonight. Our special guest, MacKenzie, is not going to be with us until the end of the show, but we guarantee that we have a great show besides that. We do have another guest backstage. We're going to wait to bring him on here in a minute, but I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. So how familiar are you guys with cryptids?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay, so who can tell me what a cryptid is, for one?
Cryptids are like,
unexplained creatures.
yes,
Big.
urban legends, kind of, yeah.
Pretty much, yep. So today, sorry, Rochelle, what was that?
I just said Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster.
Exactly.
Yep.
So today, what we're doing tonight. Last week, we counted down, or we talked about the sleep paralysis and all the stages of sleep paralysis. Well, we're doing something similar this week. We're counting down America's top 10 cryptids. And who better to bring on to talk about cryptids than MacKenzie Snyder herself, because she is the host of Creepy Cryptids. But we're not starting off with MacKenzie. We're starting off with somebody totally different. Everybody from Boston, Massachusetts, welcome Victor Santiago.
What's up, my people?
Hey,
What's up? What's the vibes?
With the Don Vic Show, welcome Victor. Welcome.
Thank you. What's up, Kara, Brandon, Nicole, and Rachel? What's going on, girls and guys?
where's it going?
Okay. What's good?
Everything.
Okay. So Bigfoot, I heard Bigfoot. Where is he?
Oh, he's right around the corner, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
So, Victor, you've been on our show before. You're scheduled to come on again, but we can't thank you enough to come on this open podcast night and share the love of the first show of 2023 with us. So, welcome. Thank you. And we're going to count down some cryptids. Are you familiar with cryptids at all?
Not really. I'm not from that side of town. You know what I mean? But I'm always willing to learn, and get some input about cryptid. I thought when you say crypto, I thought you were talking about crypto, the coin crypto. I'm like, oh yeah, I got some coins ready.
You never know. Let's see.
More make believe. He's joking. The conspiracy theories.
Oh boy.
All right, so basically, instead of the top 10 cryptids of America, we're counting down the top 10 cryptids of the Pacific Northwest. And some of them are going to be familiar and some are going to be totally different. Before we get into that, we have a couple people here. And as usual, he's always lurking. It's Carlos, a.k.a. Lurker. Hello.
What's up, Carlos?
Nando from Portal to the Paranormal.
What's up, Nando?
All the way from the UK. Welcome.
Ooh, big shout out to the UK.
And a big shout out to Don Vic.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So, all right. So we're counting down top 10 cryptids of the Pacific Northwest. If you guys have any information on any of these cryptids, feel free to jump in. We're going to talk about what they are, what they're known for, and just everything in general about these cryptids. So we'll dive right in. We're not going to waste any time. Number 10. Has anyone heard of the Devil's Lake Monster?
The Devil
Devil's
Lake.
Lake? Yes.
I've
very,
heard it.
very little.
I've heard it. I just don't know exactly what.
Are you talking about the one in Minnesota?
So let's see. I have no idea which one this is, but we're gonna read a little bit about it. So basically, the Devil's Lake
Jeez,
monster.
Marcus, do your research.
Oh yeah, the Devil Lake monster. I think that's the one. Like it's like a. They say it's like a snake or something in there. That's in the
You're
lake.
thinking of the Loch Ness monster.
Okay, the knocking. Okay, wrong guy. Next.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
the Devil's Lake monster, also known as Mday Wakan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Is
That is
a
the Minnesota.
huh?
North Dakota.
I think that's the Minnesota one. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's a creature with a cultural story from the Nakata Sioux. It is a giant squid-like monster that sinks ships that travels on Devil's Lake in Lincoln County, Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, yeah.
I seen that. I seen the episode on that.
Okay,
So
so
it
in 19
sounds like native lore. Like you're
A little
you're
bit, yeah.
butchering names so bad, and I want to laugh about it, but like it's not funny because you're butchering it. But yeah, the name the Nakota Sioux, is that what it was?
Isn't it Lakota?
yes,
Lakota
Lakota,
Sioux.
Nakota, something like that. Yeah, that's native.
Yes, it is.
yep, it was
Yeah.
Nakota Sioux.
Yeah.
So we'll read a little bit more about it, and then I got a picture for you guys so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. So first of all, Heifer and Paranormal is here. Welcome and thanks for joining. Sarah Russell is here to start up the year with us. Welcome and thank you. So in 1950, the beast was allegedly found and for some reason was really hairy. I have two big issues with the Mday Wakan. First, it is a hairy lake monster with big tentacles, so it is effectively a glorified mop head. Second, it's only feared because it sank one canoe with
Yes.
7 people on it 100 plus years ago. There are rookie numbers and frankly not worth anything above 10th place.
Yes.
So,
Well, I think that's the one I seen on. I was watching TV and I seen that. I think it showed when they had big testicles and it just brought the whole ship down and it said they had seven.
okay. It had big tentacles, not testicles, big
Yeah,
tentacles.
tentacles. Sorry.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'll try to get it bigger for you guys here.
That's
It
what
looks
she
like a dinosaur.
Yes.
Basically. And Rochelle, yes, I know that's what she said, huh?
Yep.
There we go.
Looks like the
So
Loch
as
Ness
you can
monster.
see,
Yeah, it really
it
does.
does.
Mhm.
This one is completely smooth. It's got 4 fin like things. I don't see any tentacles unless it's like underneath. But this does look quite similar to the Loch Ness monster. And you know, I'm wondering if it's just another name for the Loch Ness monster, if it is the same thing. Never know.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's the
So,
same picture.
Right.
It does. Yep. So, I mean, I've only seen, select pictures of the Loch Ness monster because not a lot of people have caught pictures, but it does look very similar. So, moving on to number 9 is the ball-tailed cat. You guys heard of that one?
The
What
what?
website did you find these on?
I'm saying.
It is on Species Spotlight. It is on cardinaltimes.org.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, some of them we've never heard of, and it's interesting to get to know new ones. So,
Yeah.
the ball-tailed cat is a lumberjack legend. It's large, aggressive cat with a heavy rock-like mass at the end of its tail. It has long claws that it uses to climb trees, where it sits around waiting for unsuspecting lumberjacks so that it can jump down and attack them with its tail ball. I put this cryptid pretty low on the list because it's pretty basic. There isn't anything wrong with it, but there isn't anything right about a cat with a rock on its tail either. So it sounds interesting, and we're going to look at a picture here. Hello, Moto.
Let me call you back. I'm doing the show now. All right, bye.
So we're going to look at it here. Okay. Well, I have a hard time believing this, but we'll see what you guys think. So
I'm scared.
we're going to share our screen over. And we'll turn our attention right here. Here is the ball-tailed cat. Apparently, this is what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's cool.
So basically a wildcat. It looks like a mixture of mini cats. And then
Right.
here's the tail that you were talking about, the ball on the end. But it didn't say anything about spikes on the tail. That's kind of interesting.
Right. You think they just added that to it?
More than likely, this is a drawing. Now, if we keep looking here, it's pretty much bringing up like different wildcats, so
Yeah.
okay, so here's a 3D model of what it could look like. And like they say, cryptids are not necessarily real. They are assumptions and superstitions that people have. So, this ball-tailed cat might not even be a real thing. But this is a 3D picture of it. So I've never heard of it, but kind of interesting.
It looks like a mountain lion that got pine sap on its tail and got pine cones stuck to it.
Yeah.
Or got attacked by a porcupine.
Can we agree with Carlos that creatures went ugly?
Yes.
Definitely.
I think we can agree with him. So, moving on to number 8. Number 8 is the Wallowa Lake Monster. The Wallowa Lake Monster is a kind of a weird cryptid. It comes from a Native American cultural story and was claimed to have been first seen when it killed the daughter and son of the chiefs of 2 warring tribes. Most of the creatures on this list have a somewhat defined set of characteristics. The Wallowa Lake Monster, however, has a long snake-like body, which has been said to be 10, 20, or even 100 feet long. A head resembling a hippo, but maybe more like a hog head, and has been argued to be 2 different monsters, but in the original Native American story, it was only one. This cryptid is confusing, and if it weren't for the fact that its origin story is ending to Romeo and Juliet that we all deserved, then it would be at the bottom of the list. So we're going to see what it looks like. It's another lake monster. Wallowa Lake Monster. And if you guys have any take on these cryptids whatsoever, okay, this one looks more like the Loch Ness Monster than that first one did. So I'll see what you guys think. And here we go. This is the Wallowa Lake Monster.
That's what I would think of when I picture the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first one that you showed us, like, that was like, I guess, like the defining picture for the Loch Ness Monster.
Right. Right. So, kind of going through the pictures here. Okay, so people have captured pictures of what they think might be the Wallowa Lake Monster. This is like a zoomed out picture of it. It kind of looks like a small dinosaur, but we know that it's not.
If you only knew the article I read,
okay,
about what they really think the Loch Ness Monster is, because somebody caught a picture. Nowadays, I forget how old it is now, but within the last 10, 15 years, somebody caught a picture from far away, and they like, oh, it's a Loch Ness Monster. Well, they zoomed in and they did like a little bit more research. I should look it up first before I say what it is, and then you can look it up on the screen.
We are curious. We want to hear more.
I am very curious about this.
Not entirely appropriate, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Hey, okay, there was parental, warnings at the beginning of the video. There was warnings. So
Exactly.
Okay, 1 second.
Now, okay. I have found a better resource source for our cryptids. These have more known cryptids that people more or less know. So I'm going to take a look at those instead of the ones we're looking at now, because, the ones we're looking at now I've never heard of. It is quite interesting, but...
okay, Marcus, you wanna know something kind of funny? I'm like looking at like other cryptids and stuff. The one picture that you showed, and let's see if I can, like, it won't let me zoom in on it, but that picture that you had shown is on another website for a different cryptid.
Okay.
I sent you the link, Marcus.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Okay. Let's take a look then. Oh, geez. We're going to go here, huh?
Uh-oh.
I've seen this many times, man. Yeah, I've seen this many. All right. You guys asked for it.
All right, Cara.
I mean,
so we'll start.
Don't be all
here.
innocent.
All right. So let's read a little bit about the Loch Ness Monster. For all the advances that we have made in the realms of science and exploration, there are some mysteries in our world that still elude definition or understanding. UFOs, spontaneous human combustion, the Bermuda Triangle, essentially anything that might capture the imagination of a eccentric 10-year-old or be the subject of a whatever this is talking about. No idea. And then there are cryptids, creatures which have been quite proven to actually exist, but which huge numbers of people believe in, and of which just enough sightings exist to keep them alive in public consciousness. You've got your Bigfoot, your Chupacabra, and of course the one and only Loch Ness Monster. The true nature of its Scottish legend has been at the center of plenty scientific inquiry, like a 2019 study which examined the kinds of wildlife that live in the vast lake and oh man, I can't read tonight. Posited that the Loch Ness Monster may in fact be related to eels.
To what?
This is not. This
eels.
Is okay. Here we go. While making this observation in a tweet that went viral, Sweet also posted a handful of very graphic images to corroborate his claim and help readers draw visual parallels between the elonged, swing-like neck that has come to be associated with Nessie in popular culture and some close-up shots of whale dongs.
Oh, God.
So, you guys asked for it. Cara was nice enough to share it with us, so we're going to see the Loch Ness Monster. Maybe. There we go. Here is the Loch Ness Monster. Now, you may be thinking that it's the Loch Ness Monster, but it's really not.
What are you watching, Marcus?
Yeah.
Ads.
Oh my God, I know what that is, dude. I've seen that. I know what that is.
And that is your Loch Ness Monster, people. It's really not.
Looks like it curves to the side a little bit.
Some of us know what it is.
It looks like an overgrown goose.
A little bit.
Marcus, do you want to say what it is?
We already said that we already said what it is. It's a
Was it
whale
a sperm
dong.
whale? Sorry, I'm done.
It's basically it's a whale penis. That's what it is. Victor's like, what the hell did I get into?
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Hey, like Brandon said, it curves to the side.
Oh, Lord.
It's the net. Oh boy.
Oh,
So
no.
I did find.
Hold on a second. Guys, I gotta take this call.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on. Guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right.
Yep. Thanks, Vic.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ciao, guys.
Bye.
How do I get out of here? How do I get out? Hold on a second.
I will do this. Oh.
There.
I'm
There we
pretty
go.
sure he just
He's-
wanted to leave
all
because he just showed a picture of a whale dork.
I think we scared him away.
Yeah.
Vic's like, what the hell? are you
Okay,
doing?
so moving on from the whale penis, we are moving to. Okay, so we are moving to our next cryptid, which is going to be number 7, and that is the colossal cod. You guys ever heard of it?
Colossal cod? No.
I
Okay.
haven't.
So basically, you have? Okay, what do you know about it?
He said he hasn't.
Oh, okay.
I said I
All right,
haven't.
so we're okay. All right. So the colossal cod is more than a funny name, also called Marvin the Monster. This big guy is effectively a giant seahorse with a 40-foot long body and a thin horse-like head. This Colombian River dweller is certainly a strange sight. Cod was claimed to have been spotted by Shell Oil Company in 1963, swimming in corkscrews 180 feet under the water. Cod's ingenious name and his ability to swim so deep underwater carry him to number 7 on the list. We'll go ahead and look at what he looks like because I'm curious as well. But
If it looks more like a seahorse, why would they call it a cod? Like, that's what I want to know.
no, colossal cod.
Oh.
CLAUDE.
Oh, okay. I think it's a cod, like a fish.
Right. So Marvin the Monster, and let's look at pictures here. Okay, so we're basically right now all we have is cartoon pictures. There's no real picture of this monster or whatever it is, but this is what it would look like right here.
So again, like another version of the Loch Ness Monster.
Pretty much, yep. So we have the very long tail here. It kind of does look like a seahorse because this kind of looks like a seahorse face. And we got the seahorse type body here. So again, it's only a drawing. I wish I could find a better picture of it. Apparently, we have energy drinks of Marvin the Monster.
Well, of course, everybody's going to try to cash in on it.
Absolutely. Okay, then. Yeah, so basically, we just got these. This is another picture, which is still a drawing, but... So, basically, another Loch Ness Monster type.
It looks like a dinosaur.
So, we have quite a... And, there's probably... Pretty much. So, Anthony Cabellos, I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Number 6, we are all very familiar with, and that would be Sasquatch. So, we obviously all know what Sasquatch is. We're believing that Bigfoot is a Sasquatch. And I believe that they have Bigfoot and the Sasquatch separate. But who can tell me a little about Sasquatch?
They're big and tall and furry and look like monkeys.
Basically.
And stink.
Yes.
Well, how do
Giant
we know what
hairy
they
men
smell
that
like?
like to hide.
Basically. So obviously, I don't need to tell you guys about a Sasquatch, but the source says Sasquatch is overhyped. That's a fact. It's a weird gorilla, and there is absolutely no reason to the Pacific Northwest should be this excited about this cryptid. There's no reason that we need TV shows about hunting it, and no reason why it has become the symbol of a corner of the country. Of course, I respect the grind of Bigfoot's PR team, because getting a monkey in the woods to become a recognizable figure across the country is quite the feat. But I sadly can't justify giving it anything higher than the 6th.
Question.
Yeah, what's up?
So these people are thinking that it's like a prehistoric gorilla because gorillas don't get 12 feet tall.
Right. So basically what they're saying is that Bigfoot gets more recognition than he should. He's only a gorilla type thing, and that's all there is to it. But I think there's a whole lot more to it because, for one, like you said, 12 feet tall, that's huge. And you got the giant footprints. He's almost impossible to spot. I can't think of one person who has actually caught reliable evidence that Bigfoot is real.
Well, you got to think about it. I mean, Bigfoots, they live in the wild with crap tons of other wildlife.
Yes.
And they have seen what's happened to other wildlife from man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that I would be one that would just walk out and be like, hi. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, see, that's the thing with anything that you're not familiar with. Okay, so we have our basic animals, dogs, cats, all that kind of stuff. We're comfortable with those. We know about them. But when you see something as suspicious as a 12-foot tall creature that looks absolutely terrifying, you don't want to go outside and bother it. Of course, you want some evidence, or you want proof that you have evidence, but you're not going to go outside and, screw with it at all because you have no idea what it's capable of, So
Don't take it stick.
Who?
Well, my other thing is scientifically, it would be the missing link between man and ape.
Pretty much. I mean, as far as all of the cryptids or scientific things that have been discovered, it's the most human-like that they have found so far.
See, my brain goes to the funny side of it.
Really? Okay, what's the funny side?
Like, you know how they claim that Halloween was created for the candy companies to sell candy?
Yeah.
Do you think that Bigfoot was just something made up to sell Nair products and, like, beef jerky sticks?
Really?
That has been a thought before.
Valid question.
I have no idea, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know, but people have captured, things that could be very well similar to Bigfoot. So I don't know if anybody's ever going to catch like real deal footage of Bigfoot, but it's very possible.
I can tell you right now, I ain't gonna go out and try to hunt one.
No. Maybe expand research a little bit and figure out what do you need to be able to spot him, what do you need to capture, where do you need to go, that kind of stuff. But you need to be very experienced to be able to go do something like this. And we have YouTubers all over YouTube who will do anything for a view.
I've been bear hunting, and I've seen brown bears that stand freaking like 8 feet tall when they're standing on their back legs. Trust me, I don't want to be trying to go and hunt something that's 12 feet tall all the time.
Exactly. Yep.
The one I seen, we had somebody drive. I was living on 47 North, and somebody drove by our house and seen one and took a picture, and it was a baby Bigfoot. in our neighbor's yard.
I guess she spotted a baby Bigfoot. I spot Bigfoot all the time. You know those cardboard cutouts all over town? Those are my Bigfoot evidence.
Or the
He's a
big
very
metal
hairy
one
little
right
man.
outside town.
What,
Yeah, but
Cara?
Bigfoot's more of like
What thing?
all different people's
She said, "What happens if it's just a really hairy little man?"
Then it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so we're all, you know, educated on Bigfoot. There's probably never going to be, like the paranormal, there's never going to be, all answers are never going to be, you know, all questions are never going to be answered on Bigfoot. Just like paranormal, we'll never have all the answers to anything. So it's you know, we're all familiar with the story. We had a guest on our show last season named Jason Kinsey, and he is a Bigfoot explorer, and he has a whole series of documentaries called what is it, Finding Bigfoot or something?
Finding Bigfoot.
Yep.
Searching for
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
There you go.
That's it. He's actually coming out with a new one. You can catch all of those free on Tubi TV, actually. So go on Tubi TV and check him out and see for yourself. If you're not educated on Bigfoot, check it out. You know, maybe you'll learn something from it and grow a little interest.
And he's
in the
hilarious.
subject. He is. He's a great guy. He's hilarious. And just a pleasure to be around. So he would definitely be fun to do an investigation with, I can tell you that. So obviously I'm not going to have to show anybody pictures of what a Sasquatch is, because everybody knows what a Bigfoot looks like. So we'll go ahead and move to number 5, and this one's a little
Sure,
weird.
we get a picture of a whale penis, but we don't get Bigfoot.
Would you like a picture of a Bigfoot? All right, fine. I'll give you what you want, okay?
It's gonna be Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh, God.
There you go. There you go.
Looks like he's got a better athlete's foot.
That is your Bigfoot. No, seriously, but whatever that is, I have no idea. But if anybody doesn't know what Bigfoot looks like, we'll show you right here. So this is a assumption of what he looks like. He basically looks like a giant gorilla. What they said vertical. But we'll show you right here in case you don't know what Bigfoot looks like. Here you go. That is Bigfoot. Obviously, what we said, 12 feet tall. He's a very tall guy, very tall creature, whatever it is. Giant, beefy hands, large feet. Yeah, beefy hands. I mean it.
He's gonna
Big,
hold them
beefy
beef
hands.
sticks.
Well, yeah. I mean, how else is he going to hold his beef sticks? So, just, yeah, I don't know what that was. That one's on crack or something. I don't know.
That's a goddamn monkey.
That's a gorilla. That's a flat out gorilla.
But yeah, this is yep.
Just look up Jack's links.
Yes. Jack Slink's Bigfoot.
Here we go. Oh.
It's the real secret ingredient.
Here we go.
Yeah, see, like Cara said, he looks like a giant hairy man.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's even got the receding hairline.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, so that's Bigfoot. That's Sasquatch. You know, if anybody don't know who he is, do your research. Check out Jason Kinsey's movies and a lot more stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can educate on Bigfoot with. So we're moving to
If
number
you
5.
really want to meet him, just go out of the woods and start yelling Sasquatch.
No, you're supposed to yell the one thing from the beef jerky commercial. And then he'll come and steal
I
it.
don't even remember what that was. So number 5 on our list of cryptids is black-eyed children. Never heard of it before.
Well, that doesn't.
I've heard that.
I have heard of these.
I have
Have you?
not heard of
Okay.
that one.
So what?
There
what
was
do
a
you know?
guy. Nobody really knows what they're even really supposed to be. That's the
Okay.
thing.
Right.
Some people think that they're energy. Some people think that they're like dark entities. There was actually a guy on YouTube that was experimenting with different decibels of sound because he was thinking that there was a certain decibel that would actually attract them.
Why would you do that?
And he did a 2-night thing, and on the second night, there was actually like he had a Ring doorbell, and there was actually a kid that showed up at his house out of nowhere,
Yep.
like a teenage girl.
That sounds normal.
Hey, Matt, tell your wife to get her ass over here.
Black-eyed children.
I heard they were
Yep,
aliens.
My brain just keeps saying Susan.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay. So if you guys-
We're not talking about flowers.
If nobody knows what this cryptid is, the black-eyed children are easily the funniest cryptid on the list. They are children, usually ages 6 to 16, who have pitch black eyes. They approach their victims asking for simple favors, food, money, etc. And then the victims suddenly feel sick with dread and despair. The best part is that the black-eyed children don't do anything after they approach someone. They just give off the most wretched of vibes and then they leave. So basically, on our list of cryptids, this is our most paranormal one. All they have to do is walk up to somebody and this person feels sick. So we'll show you what the black-eyed children look like. Now, there's many pictures here. I don't know what the real picture is, but this is technically something that, you know...
That,
it would be.
okay, the one, wait, hang on, Marcus, stop. Scroll
Taking
back
the
up a
moment.
little bit.
Okay.
Hold on, scroll back up again. Keep going. Keep going.
That's as far as it can go.
Okay, the one on the bottom. Oh, you're all the way back up. Okay, sorry, my computer's freezing here. Go down a little bit. So, okay, the picture on the bottom right looks creepy as hell.
This one?
No, oh god, my computer is lagging so bad. I'm sorry.
I think she's talking about the one that's like 2 up.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
up. Go
Yeah,
up.
so you have that middle line,
No, go
and
up.
then
That.
other way.
That one.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Terrifying.
That
That
looks,
one looks creepy.
photoshopped
Yeah.
like crazy. That's photoshopped.
It is very much photoshopped, but it just looks very creepy.
Well, yeah, but that's what they're supposed to be believed to look like.
So basically, any of these, you know, there's shows and there's movies on the black-eyed children.
Yep.
Where did I see that at? Right here. Okay, so it's a book, The Black-Eyed Children by David Weatherly. Let's see. You know, we have black-eyed children ghosts. So basically, what it is children with pitch black eyes. No, like that's it. No color, no nothing. So, and basically, what these kids do: walk up to a person, ask a simple question, and then that person becomes, you know, sick of despair and whatnot. So, this is one of our most paranormal cryptids so far. So, no problem. You know, we got plenty of time here. So, we're gonna take an intermission. We are halfway through our cryptids. We're gonna take an intermission. When we come back, we're gonna count down the rest of our cryptids, and then we're gonna get a little bit into catching up with everybody and future plans for the team and everything else. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Minnesota SpiritCast.
coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear, and then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here. Come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us through our short intermission. Before the break, we were talking about the 10 most notorious cryptids of the Pacific Northwest. And we left off on what, number 5?
Bigfoot. Sasquatch.
The black-eyed children was our last one. So, okay, so number 4, I'm going to butcher this name. It is the Amhuluk. AMHULUK. No idea how to pronounce it. So, anyway, the Amhuluk comes from a cultural story from the Kalapaya First Nations people about a dragon that is connected to water, with its favorite pastime being drowning people and things. Amhuluk was also in Godzilla, King of Monsters, making it by far the coolest movie star in Oregon. Amhuluk is certifiably very awesome on many counts and has earned its spot on the list. So, apparently, it was one of the monsters in Godzilla, King of Monsters. So, we'll see what it looks like here. AMHULUK. And oh, okay. So that's what it looks like. This is the Amhuluk. So one of the giant sea creatures. Sorry, lost my spot here. There we go. All right. So, yep, that's what it looks like. A couple versions of it here. Basically a dragon. That's basically all it is. And we can honestly agree that dragons are very cool. So it is a cool cryptid. So number 3 is the giant saltwater crustaceans. However you say that. Crustaceans. Knock it off. Basically, what these are giant crabs. These saltwater crustaceans are a breed of colossally sized crabs that live around Walala Lake, 1 mile south of Joseph, Oregon. Guess who's with us? It's MacKenzie.
Hi.
Hello. You made it just in time. We're on our third one out of 10. Just in time. So, yep. So these are basically giant crabs. These saltwater crustaceans are breeds of colossally sized crabs that live around Walala Lake, 1 mile south of Joseph, Orr. They were claimed to have originally been spotted by pioneers and are. Sorry. Okay, so they were claimed to have originally been spotted by pioneers and are speculated to have moved to remote areas of the Oregon coast. Giant crabs are dangerous and funky fresh or rather salty, easily making it third to place on the list. So, we'll show you what they look like. MacKenzie, are you familiar with them?
What?
Are you familiar with the giant saltwater crustaceans?
Oh, yeah. It's like the giant squid.
So basically they're saying that they are giant crabs. I am just trying to look up a picture for you guys here. Oh, okay. So we got real pictures of these. Here we go. Weird looking things. This is what it is, and sort of looks like a crab. Sort of, I don't know.
It's like a lobster mixed with like what you would think a roly-poly bug looks like.
Pretty much, yep. So, I mean, obviously it's disgusting. It's a bug. Do not like bugs, so it's obviously disgusting. We got many pictures of it here.
I found your picture, Marcus.
What's up?
I found your picture.
Okay.
It's not really.
Well, let's take a look here.
It's what popped in my head when you started talking about it.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'll just show you. And that's basically what it is. Stop it. All right. Here we go. That's
Made me think
basically
of
what it is, honestly.
from Moana, the one that sings "I'm
Yep.
so shy."
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, it's like MacKenzie said, it's like a roly-poly / crab / whatever. Can honestly agree that it's disgusting.
Well, Oregon is on that side of the ocean by Hawaii, so it makes sense.
Right. So I mean, it's on. So a lot of these are found in Oregon. Which most of these never heard of. Most popular one on here was the Bigfoot. But number 2, and I'm sure some people have heard of it, is the Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys know about the Thunderbird?
It's Native American lore, and there's a meaning behind it when you're supposed to be hearing it and seeing it.
Okay. And what about you, MacKenzie? What do you know about it?
I've heard of.
Never heard of it. Okay. Well, the Thunderbird, Thunderbirds are giant birds hailing from many Native American cultural stories all across the Pacific Northwest, with reports of sightings even up in parts of Canada. These giant winged beasts are said to flap their wings so hard that thunder strikes, lightning flashes from their eyes, and rain falls from their back. They are claimed to have helped First Nations people in times of need, and their eggs were what is now labeled thunderstones, the indigenous rock. These giant birds of prey are gorgeous and powerful, making this number 2 pick very simple. We'll show you what they look like.
There's some really cool pictures.
There is. I have looked this one up before. We've talked about this one before. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely beautiful. All right, take a look. Here is the Thunderbird. Basically, it looks like a giant eagle.
Oh, it almost.
But
looks
their
like a
wings
fish.
are huge. A little bit. So, okay, look at this. So the wingspan on this thing alone is gigantic. And that's why they say, they flap their wings, so hard that it, makes thunder, lightning, and rain, from this bird alone. That is interesting. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think the Thunderbird is real, or what are your thoughts on that?
See that?
Oh yeah.
It said, oh, my phone went dead. Not dead, but it says Thunderbird and Whale Tails from Washington State.
Okay. Yep. So up there, and then they've even found them in some parts of Canada. So I want to believe that myself. I want to believe myself that they're real, because how cool would it be to see a bird that big?
So it's carrying you off.
At a dinosaur.
Pretty much. Yep. So Nicole had to jump off because her computer was lagging really bad. So, but we do appreciate her being here with us tonight. We have one more final cryptid on our list, and then I want to go round table with everybody and see what your favorite cryptid or myth is. So let's finish up our list with the Gumbaroo. Has anyone heard of it? No? Okay. So the Gumbaroo comes from an old lumberjack tale about a giant bear. It has no fur, leathery skin that is supposedly immune to bullets, rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth, and lives in the hollowed-out trunks of burned-down trees. It is hungry for anything that looks like food, and it is never full. The only way to kill a gumbaroo is with fire, but when a human inhales the smoke after burning the gumbaroo, their organs get coated with rubber. This is easily the most fearsome cryptid on the list, the absolute pinnacle of predator design. Beautifully terrifying in every way. So, wow, that sounds creepy. And then it continues on to say Oregon has some pretty interesting things lurking around it. At the end of each installment of Species Spotlight, I usually tell you to go out and explore to try to find cool new things in nature. Here, however, I feel you should stick to reading about these species. Stay safe out there, it says. So, those are the 10 cryptids. We'll see what the gumbaroo looks like.
Did you ever hear of Rogue?
I have not.
West Coast Indian Pale Ale.
Oh, I'm actually looking at it right now.
They have a whole bunch. Each one of their different varieties of beer is based off of a different cryptid.
Huh. Very cool.
That's cool.
That
Colossal Clawed, Bat
cool.
Squatch.
So, gumbaroo looks like. So this is what the gumbaroo supposedly looks like. Like a bear pig type things, almost.
Like a badger.
Yeah, pretty much. That is pretty cool, though. I mean, it's got like dog type shape to it too.
Quick question. What were these lumberjacks doing?
I have no idea, man.
Probably chopping
to be
wood.
honest, I don't know.
First they see a cat with a tail club, and then a bear with no fur.
Well, Matt says the beer tastes good, so I'd like to try it. That'd be kind of cool. So, but that was 10 of the Pacific Northwest top 10 cryptids. MacKenzie, you have a show based on cryptids, and you've talked about hundreds of cryptids with different people. By far, what is the most fascinating cryptid that you have talked about so far?
The most fascinating one is probably the Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
That's a good one.
You guys know what the Wendigo is?
Everybody, like, there's so many people that are like, oh, I've heard a Wendigo, but have never seen a Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
They always, I've had people on my show tell me, oh, I was out hunting and I could have sworn I heard a Wendigo.
Now,
did you see it though?
Right. And where's your evidence that you came across one? So, do you guys know what the Wendigo looks like? We can look it up here.
I know what the Wendigo is. Yes, it's again a Native American belief that.
Isn't it people that ate people?
Yes, and they believe that after you consume so much of the flesh of the same species, that you become a monster, kind of.
Has to be your own species.
Yes,
a lot of eggs.
So this is basically the. Huh?
That one's a better picture. That's what a Wendigo would look like.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got a skull type head.
Most of the time, people have told me if they've seen one, that it's like got a stag head or a skull on its head.
They're a really big cryptid for around this area too.
Well, the whole central and all over, honestly.
Okay, so Nicole also, the Wendigo is her favorite. All right, so this is the most fascinating to you. What is your favorite cryptid? Because I know you have said there was a favorite before. Which one would that be?
Oh, I love Mothman. He's like my all-time favorite.
Mothman. Mothman is a cryptid of West Virginia. There is a statue that is supposedly haunted by the Mothman. I almost said the Meth Man.
The Meth Man. It's not Minnesota, Marcus. You said West Virginia.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, this is a cryptid native to West Virginia. They have a statue that is supposedly haunted, and I think it'd be cool to investigate. So
we were supposed to go there.
We were supposed to, yes. So, but yeah, I mean, Rochelle, do you have a favorite cryptid?
Probably Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, probably just because he's more talked about and stuff.
She just wants his beef jerky.
Yeah,
Bigfoot
so.
Bigfoot is arguably one of the most popular cryptids out there. So,
Brandon, that's none of your business.
Yeah, right. As long as you bring some hot jerky with us, right? We got a story on that. We got a story on the hot jerky. We won't go there. So,
no.
I do have a question for MacKenzie, though. Thoughts on skinwalkers and do they move around?
I think we lost her.
Oh boy.
Oh, I heard her back there.
Yeah.
She's cutting in and out.
Yeah. Let's try this again.
I'm on the highway and I'm in a bad service area.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
You two out.
I didn't hear a word she said.
She's in a bad service area. She's driving on the highway. So, definitely a question you can message her and see what her thoughts are. While we're on, you, Brandon, what is your favorite cryptid?
The one that's always fascinated me was the New Jersey Devil.
Not a bad one.
Oh,
Tara?
You got her back?
I think so. There you go. Now you can ask.
Your thoughts on skinwalkers, and do you think they would travel?
I know skinwalkers. I think they probably could travel if you took something.
If you took something?
Like, if you took something that belonged to them, I feel like they'd follow you to get it back.
What are your thoughts on the beliefs that if you stare them in the eye, you're marked?
Hold on. Repeat that.
So we were researching it the one day, and a lot of it talks about how if you ever end up staring one in the eye, it marks you and will follow you.
Oh yeah, I think that's true too. Like, don't ever look at anything that seems evil in the face, because more than likely it's gonna follow you. It all depends. Like some skinwalkers, the only reason some Native Americans say that you turn into a skinwalker is because of dark magic.
Yeah.
But it depends on how you became a skinwalker. Like, you can become a skinwalker different ways. You can become a skinwalker by cannibalism. You can become a skinwalker by just selling your soul to a demon. In the Native American version of a demon, or you could do it by blood sacrifice. It all depends. But if you don't want to sacrifice your own blood and everything, what do you have to do? You have to get a sacrifice. How are you going to get a sacrifice of human blood? Taking a human.
Yeah.
Yep. Creepy stuff, man. Creepy. So, Kara, what about you? What's your favorite cryptid so far?
Oh, I'm trying to think of it since you asked the first person. I really don't know. They're all interesting. I don't have like a favorite one that I research or anything. I think the most research I've done is probably on Skinwalker.
Right. Well, I know one of my favorite cryptids is the El Chupacabra. That one's not talked about very much. I believe it's like a Mexican type cryptid.
Yep.
And it's not talked about much, but it's basically tiny little dangerous creatures. Yeah, down towards Mexico and stuff. You probably hear a whole lot about it. But basically,
and some people do believe that they can also shapeshift. They can take the form of a human again too.
Right, and I do believe they are shapeshifters. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe so. So
it makes me think with all these different you hear about all these different things that people have spotted all over the world, and some of them are so similar. It makes me think if it's all the same thing, and we have different names for them, but it's really all the same thing.
I wouldn't say the same.
Not the same one, but the same kind.
Yes.
Right. Basically, what Matt said, the Chupacabra is a Hispanic version of the Jersey Devil. So, basically, what it is.
Wow. It doesn't eat the animals; it just drains it of their blood.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Chupacabra would be considered a vampire.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. Yep. Nicole says Chupacabra translate to goat eater as far as my knowledge goes.
Yep.
So very interesting. Cryptids is something that you could talk about forever and ever. There's it's another thing that we'll never have all the answers to because it's a big topic, and I feel like it isn't studied enough. So, MacKenzie, you and Sarah doing your show is a good thing. That way you guys can highlight all the cryptids and get the knowledge out there. So, now, if you guys want to know more about cryptids, feel free to check out Creepy Cryptids, YouTube, Facebook. The link is down below in the description. You could follow Creepy Cryptids and hear all about all kinds of cryptids, probably even some that we talked about tonight. So check that out and go show them some love. Now, is there anything that anybody has other than, what we talked about as far as cryptids go? Like any cryptid that you are fascinated with that we didn't talk about? Or anything.
The Kraken.
The Kraken. Release it. So that is just basically a little talk on our cryptids. So, MacKenzie, I'm glad we were able to have you on here. Are there any cryptids that you want to put a little information out about? New cryptids that have been discovered or anything?
Well, I was gonna lichens and lycanthropy. So basically, if you don't know what a lichen is or what lycanthropy is, it's werewolves.
Yep.
Everybody thinks that werewolves are just like Hollywood TV things, and I don't think that's true.
So.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, when we think of werewolves, couldn't we consider those as shapeshifters as well?
Yeah.
Because they could go from human form to werewolf form and whatnot. Or are we talking like werewolves that are just disguised as regular wolves?
there's that too. There's that part of lycanthropy as well. Like, I don't think as far as like a werewolf standpoint that if you're bitten, that you turn into a werewolf. I don't think that's true. I think it's like a genetic thing where it's passed down through generations.
Right.
I don't think it's what Hollywood makes it out to be, where you can turn into a werewolf. No, you already have to have those genetics.
Right. You think it's the same with vampires?
Yeah, you have to have that kind of genetic makeup of some kind.
So basically, the story of being bit, turning into a vampire, complete bullshit. Basically.
Basically, I feel like the same for vampires and werewolves. You have to already have some form of like a genetic defect or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked it up quick. It says, according to the legend, like, I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's Lycaon, just Lycan. Okay.
Lycan.
The son of Pellecidus, I don't know, angered the god Zeus when he served him a meal made of the remains of a sacrificed boy and turned him into a lichen.
Yeah, that's one of the legends.
And then it says the earliest surviving example of man to wolf transformation is found in the Epic of Gilgamesh around 2100 BC.
Yep.
That's cool.
So many different things to talk about. Nicole says, look up how
But
the
I
Jersey
haven't
Devil.
talked about lichens much on my show because, as everybody knows, when everybody asked me what was my first paranormal experience, I honestly think I saw a werewolf when I was 14 trick-or-treating with my friends. Nobody can tell me different because, to me and my friends, I physically have a mental image of something that looked like a wolf but was not a wolf, and it stood on two legs. Nobody can fucking tell me that was not a werewolf.
Right.
But do I have proof it was a werewolf? No. But it definitely wasn't a bear.
Right.
See, we have a friend that kind of had a similar situation, and he was saying that it like looked him in the eyes and like all different kinds of stuff.
Which one are you talking about? He was on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. We were thinking more Skinwalker on that one.
But no, this was huge. It was about the size of a bear, but when it stood up, it was twice the size of a bear. So, and we have black bears where I live, and I know how big a black bear is when it's.
That's scary.
Yes. Wow. Yeah.
I'll still mini candy at home.
Don't forget the beef jerky, right, Rochelle?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I just don't want the back of the head full.
Rocks and everything at it, and it just kind of stood there.
Oh.
So we decided to run instead.
That is creepy.
Good choice. Carry bear meat or something.
Bear spray might work. Might.
That are gonna piss it off.
It would probably hurt, but
probably.
Aim for the eyes. Maybe it won't be able to see, and you can get away faster.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is with bear spray, it's mace, but like twice as much of ingredients is what it is.
You mean twice as potent?
Yes.
Like human mace.
Mm-hmm. Well, it also comes in a can 3 times the size of regular mace.
So it can't be pocket mace.
No.
I have a sweater with giant pockets. Sorry, and a butt.
No, this is like I know. I've seen bear mace. It's like backpack soda can sized mace.
Yep.
Very cool. So, but So as far as cryptids, if anybody has any questions on what they are, if you have a cryptid you want to talk about, check out Creepy Cryptids by using the link below, and that'll take you over to the show, and you can see all things Creepy Cryptids over there. So
if you want to come on the show to talk about cryptids, just to talk, I don't care. My show is about anything. Literally anything. It's called Creepy Cryptids, but it's literally about the beyond paranormal. It's about anything. I don't really care. Just not politics. I don't talk about that.
I can give a good word. I have been a guest on your show a couple times, and it's a very fun show. So, send all inquiries in. You're around. Jeez.
Spoon in the cup, doesn't she?
Yep, spoon in the cup, yep. So, but yeah, send all your inquiries in to be on the show. And anything that you want to talk about, go ahead and check out Creepy Cryptids for much more. Considering this was our very first show of the year, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what you guys are expecting to get out of this year. So, MacKenzie, since you're a special guest, how would you like to see 2023 go for you?
I don't usually make New Year's resolutions because I never follow through with them. But I made a resolution this year that I was going to try to do my show a lot more, like almost every single Monday, whether I guest or not, because I've just been taking these long breaks in 2022 where I haven't done my show for like 2-3 weeks at a time, and it just was because I didn't have the motivation to do it.
Right. And that's understandable. Now, it's doable, and we're going to support you if you do it, or if you only do it once a month or whatever. You still got our support, 100%. So, Rochelle, what is your 2023 looking like?
So, for the spirit hunters, I'd like to be able to do more. What do you call them? More investigations, so we get out there more and go do something, different things, different spots. For life, I just want to be healthy for a year.
Right. Completely understandable. So, absolutely. And Brandon, what's your year looking like, man?
Probably going to be busy between investigations and the podcast and other things.
Bigger and better stuff is on the way, I can tell you that. So, Cara, what about you?
Realistically, or what I wish?
A little bit of both.
Realistically, work, a little bit of ghost hunting, and then some more work. What I wish? More ghost hunting and less work.
Yeah, right. So I guess my resolution or my goal for this year would be to have a successful investigation for the global ghost hunt for the first time. We are going to be participating, and I want that to go really well so that we can keep doing them every year. For the team, I don't have to make any wishes because I'm going to, try to set some reality for the team this year. We have a lot planned, and it's a matter of following through with everything. So if we follow through with everything that we got planned, it's going to be a great year, investigation-wise, podcast-wise. You guys are going to be in the know 24/7 because we have a lot planned, more than we had last year. So that's what I have. In life, my resolution this year is to get my CNA license and for life. That is my resolution.
Nice.
Yeah, you're still taking classes right now, aren't you?
Nope, my classes are done. I passed my class. I got my TMA license. So
you're just going up the ladder.
Right. So the problem is that TMA license means absolutely nothing right now because you have to be a CNA before you can be a TMA. So another thing that I could add on to my resolution would be to get my GED this year. So GED, CNA, LPN, whatever I got to do. So big plans, big life plans, big paranormal plans, much more. So, yeah, but that's all I have. You know, do you guys have anything else to top off the show tonight? Rochelle? No? MacKenzie, what about you? You got anything?
No, I want to apologize for coming in late. I had to work.
Worries. Well, talk about coming in late. Thanks a lot, Mark. No, just kidding. Hello, Enlightened Souls Paranormal. Thanks for coming in. Even though we're at the end of the show, it's good to see you come on in. So,
I think they were live at the same time as us.
So, but everybody who came in, who, you know, opened up this year with our very first episode for the year, a link. Let's see what this link is. Oh, okay. Please share, he says. So you got it. We will do that for you and the Enlightened Souls. So, but that is all I have for you guys. I appreciate everybody coming on for the very first episode of this year. I hope everybody accomplishes a lot this year, and continues to support us like you have been. And you know, everything that you guys have done for us is what keeps our team going. So if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know where we would be. So right back at you, Mark. Happy New Year from all of us at Minnesota Spirit Hunters and beyond, Global Ghost Hunt, Parapost Network, Paranormal Consultant, a lot more and beyond. So I ain't got anything else. So if you guys don't have anything else, hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys next week with our special guest. Don't remember who our guest is. I'll have to take a look. So, but we'll be back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time with a very special guest and another great show. So until then, hope you guys have a great night. And as always, happy hunting.